Hello, welcome to sportsreview.com. Here on the line is Bernardo Baltazar from the owltips.com. He's also written for an article for us over at Sportsbook Review. If you guys want to check it out, a link is in the description. Now, I'm going to run through both Champions League matches with Bernardo today. But before I get started, I just want to do a shout out to the fact that the Wednesday's match, Real Madrid versus Man City, we will actually be doing a sort of a collective. What we're actually going to do is basically getting the entire office, which is about 60 plus people, all in our conference room. It is a big conference room, and we're going to watch the game. We'll be tweeting live. We'll be doing in-play betting, and then Bernardo and myself actually going to get together during the break and basically see if there's any sort of tips or anything like that that we can sort of like mention heading into the second half. So you guys check that out. It's on our Twitter handle predominantly there at SBR Sports Picks. All right, let's get on with the game. We're going to talk Bayern Munich versus Atletico Madrid to begin with. Obviously, the reverse saw a 1-0 Atletico Madrid win, which I would count as the upset. It was Bayern Munich who were favoured to win. And goals were expected. So obviously, they pulled the upset playing Barcelona, knocked them out. Can we see another upset?
Well, I think that at the moment we can see an upset. Yeah, the advantage that Athletic brings from Spain is very good for them. 1-0 without conceding any goal, it's amazing for them, and I think that they can create an upset. Even Bayern Munich at home is a very strong team, and they're going to press Athletic, but well, defend is what Athletic do very well. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for Bayern to find the net there, because they failed a couple of chances in Madrid, and now if the goal doesn't appear very soon, it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah. Well, last talking about Atletico Madrid's defence there, their last 4 matches have ended 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. How many goals are you expecting?
Well, it's very hard to predict the goals, in my opinion, here, because, if we have an Athletic goal, in that case, I think that we can see cover the over, like a 2-1 for Bayern, and even with that result, they won't go through. So, it's all going to depend in terms of if Athletic catch Bayern Munich very balanced into attack and can do a goal there. I think that is a possibility, but I'm gonna skip that market.
I am as well. I'm going to run through the odds though. I've got Bayern Munich minus 150, which is 1.67 there, decimal odds. The draw is a plus 290, which is 3.9, bet 365. And then Atletico Madrid, I've got that plus 515, which is 6.15888 sport. Certainly the value is on Atletico Madrid, but Bayern Munich are such a strong animal at home. It's a very tough market. I tell you my bet though, I'll see if you like this one. It's on the Asian handicap line, and I know you like that. I'm looking at Atletico Madrid +1, which is 1.76888 sport. Most of if you look at their Champions League, this year's Champions League matches, they've only lost 2 Champions League matches, Atletico Madrid, and both of those were by 1 goal. So yeah. I feel quite confident about this one, especially as well if you sort of couple that with Atletico Madrid's very strong defense. What do you think?
Yes, it's the only line that I like on the winners market, definitely. I think that, they can lose by 1 goal and even go through. So that's the reason why that one is the only one with value, because I think that it will be very hard to buy and beat this Athletic and by 2 goals. So I think it's safe. But on this match, I've decided to approach it on a different way, in a parallel market, which is the highest scoring half, the second one. It pays around plus 105. And I think that it adds a lot of value, because even if Bayern reach the lead until half time, in that case, going to be Athletic that will take some risks, and if they don't, Bayern will look for the second goal. But I think that the game has it all to be draw at half time. So I think that it's on second half that Bayern will risk it all, and I think if they don't find the back of the net, Athletic will do.
I agree with you, actually. And to be honest, I was looking at the halftime, full-time market, and one of the bets that stood out to me as well, if I was to play it, would be draw at halftime, and probably even just sticking to draw at halftime, not playing, say, halftime, full-time, just draw at halftime.
Yeah.
And then obviously, I think whether it's going to be a 1 or a 2 goal decider, something like that in the second half, I think that would be a way to go.
Yes, definitely. It was the way that we approached the game that Athletic went to Netherlands when they went to play PSV, and I think that it's going to be very similar to that.
All right, fantastic stuff. So there's the tips. Also, guys, do head on over to sportsbookreview.com and check out Bernardo's article. Link will be in this description as soon as we've finished recording. I'll put it in there. And also, don't forget to put it in your calendar. Wednesday, the Real Madrid versus Man City. We will be live tweeting from our Twitter handle at SBR Sports Picks. Put that in your diary. Bernardo, let's head on over now to preview Real Madrid versus Man City.
Okay, let's go.